What's happening, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Adam and this is Vancity Audi. We're back at Racing Greed for the very first performance-based video on my brand new 2023 Volkswagen GTI Performance. Now, if you're familiar with the channel, you know I've done a bunch of fuel testing in the past in multiple cars, multiple grades of gas, most recently in my wife's 2021 Audi Q3. That has an EA888 Gen 3 motor, I believe. That's the 2-liter, 4-cylinder turbocharged motor that you find in this, but one generation previous. This is a Gen 4. This is an Evo 4. This car has been tuned by Volkswagen to run properly on 87 octane fuel. That's regular fuel. So what we're gonna do today is we're going to test how much power it will gain by running premium fuel. Now, as I mentioned previously, I've done this already on my wife's Q3, so I already have a suspicion in what we're going to see in terms of horsepower and torque between the two different fuels. If you haven't seen that video, I highly suggest you check it out before you watch this one. It's a pretty cool comparison. We did 87 octane fuel, 93 octane fuel, and then 93 octane fuel with additional E20 involved. Today, we're just gonna be doing 87 versus 93 to see if it really makes a difference. You get a lot of people on the internet, I put in premium, I can feel it through the seat of my pants, I feel quicker, I feel more power. We're gonna actually see if that's true or not. So the first thing we're gonna do is get some baseline runs on our local Shell 87 octane fuel. We're gonna do 3 runs and we're gonna get the best looking curve out of those 3 runs and we'll share those results with you. Then we're gonna drain the gas out of that gas tank all the way to as little fuel as we possibly can. Dump in 20 liters of 93 octane from Shell. That's the V-Power Nitro Plus fuel from Shell, and see if it makes any difference whatsoever. So first things first, let's get to those first 3 set of runs using 87 octane fuel. One final note before we get to these runs, we are using a Mustang all-wheel drive dyno here at Racing Greed. We've set it to 2-wheel drive mode only. We've reversed the car. Those are the numbers we're gonna be showing you guys, Mustang numbers. Here we go. And here's the smoothest graph and best result using 87 octane fuel, 203 wheel horsepower, and 244 pounds-feet of torque. One hell of a fugly curve. Oh my God. Just some up and down torque all over the map, but holy hell does that hit hard all the way down at 2300 RPM. You can definitely feel that when you're driving the car. And then the horsepower holds pretty flat from about 4500 RPM to redline. So now that we have the results using this Shell 87 octane fuel, what are we gonna see using 93? And here's the best looking curve and the best power we made at a 93 octane fuel, 202 wheel horsepower, 238 pounds-feet of torque, making a tiny bit less of both. The graphs look almost identical. Good God, no point running 93 octane whatsoever. We can attribute this to maybe heat soak, we're not sure, but pretty much identical power figures between 87 octane and 93 octane fuel. Well, that was some pretty cool testing. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I certainly did. Knowing that this car was tuned for 87 octane from the factory, from Volkswagen, and knowing that if you put higher premium grades of fuel in, you're not gonna make any additional power whatsoever on this stock base map, lets me know that I can run 87 octane and I'm still gonna be getting the most performance out of my car while it remains stock. But if you're familiar with the channel, you know that's not going to last very long. From the factory, these bad boys are quoted at 241 horsepower and 273 pounds-feet of torque at the crank. I made pretty damn good power today in my opinion, in not crazy hot weather, but not the coolest. I think this car is gonna be a lot of fun. I've only had it for one day. I literally purchased this vehicle yesterday from White Rock Volkswagen, and I'm having a blast with it thus far. So stay tuned to the channel, guys, for more on my new daily driver. I'm gonna be putting it through the ringer, doing multiple modifications from multiple companies, and having a ton of fun along the way. So stay tuned for more. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take care.